Everyone. I hope that you are doing fabulous. Welcome in. We're going to take a look and see what's going on today with the energy. Welcome back. If you're returning back, my name is Shannon. If you are new, audio discretion advised. If you have little ones around, I do a lot of heavy work here with the tarot, and I look at a lot of crime and stuff like that. It's just really crimes of the heart. So I don't mess around here, and anyway, it is what it is. I care about what the creator of all things has to say, and I refer to him as Yehovah Elohim, and I'm all for the word of Elohim. He is our rescuer. And so anyway, folks, those of you who have been a part of this channel, you know my story. And it's an emergency that somebody helps. Okay, it really is an emergency that somebody would get up and help me and come to me deliberately so that I can start some legal processes here with somebody to go with me. I am stranded in a hotel room, and I've been here for a little over, maybe starting a little over 2 months now. And my vehicle is broke down. I have no one in the whole entire world to contact. I don't know where my family is. Some of my family has been murdered, and other of my family members have either been blackmailed or they're a part of what's going on. And I need help. I have just a couple of days left to shelter, and then after that, I don't know what's going to happen. The Most High has allowed you good people to come in and to help me be sustained. I have a very small amount of money that I get once a month that only pays for about 6 days of shelter. And other than that, I work my channel. I have received for the ads on my YouTube finally, but that is only like another, so basically about 14 days out of the month I can pay for. I shouldn't be suspended from being able to work my channels, and somebody deliberately is doing that to me. I have like over 8,000 people on one channel, 3,000 people on the other channel, 6,000 people on my third channel, and people have been trying to stop me from working on purpose. I've talked about my vehicle being taken in and it was messed with so that it would deliberately wreck. And I told about how I know that that's something that they are targeting against women. I sat at a parking lot, for those of you who are brand new, and a woman pulled in the parking lot. Her whole tire just came off. She was like, I just got done going to the mechanic shop. And I was just like, oh my God. And I was trying to tell her that I knew that something was going on because somebody had also tried to do that to me. And a day or two later, I was going down the road and this woman's tire was like just barely hanging on. Luckily, she was able to pull into a gas station. A few months later with me, my whole tire came off of my whole wheel came off. And by the grace of Yehovah Elohim, he protected me. And they didn't care about killing other people, folks. Whoever this group is that's doing such wickedness in the earth realm. It's wicked. I need help. I need someone to come and to rescue me, literally. If you can help today, I have, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo down below. Those of you all who have been able to help, you have no idea. And the Most High did not bring me this far for nothing. He brought me this far to bring me through to the end of it, to prosecute every single filth bag that's done this to my life. They need to be prosecuted, tried in a court of law, and behind prison bars. And they also need for some of them, they need an execution for trying to murder me. And I know that my grandchildren have been murdered. And the hand of the Most High God has been magnificent on this channel. He didn't just bring, I don't know what the mystery is behind the scenes. And, I know that there's government and stuff like that are crooked behind the scenes, that are tapping and doing some stuff on our technology which is unethical. And I know that stuff can be traced, folks. I want every one of my accounts to be traced. I went on and tried to turn on extra stuff to try to make money for YouTube because I'm eligible for that. And so I started a campaign, and I don't know anything about that stuff. I'm really computer literate. I have to go in there and really rack my brain. Learning disability with that stuff, it just takes me time to really grasp it. I'm more of a visual type of a learner, but anyway, it is what it is. I have no one to help me. And so I went in and I started the campaign. Well, first of all, I went into my YouTube studios, and I noticed that there were some linked accounts to my account on one of my accounts. And so I noticed that that number was a part of the channel itself, but there is a number that is linked to my account that I can't figure out. It comes up as Elaine Hensley, but I've never, ever, 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 ever in the 5 years that I've been doing YouTube have ever set up AdSense anything. The ads that I have on my account now, on one of my accounts, because you can only use one account to run commercial ads. I just recently did that within the last few months. I have gotten on the channel before and have stated that older accounts that I have had when I was being messed with, when all this nonsense started with me, that there were ads put on those accounts. And I never gave anybody permission to do that to any of my accounts. But anyway, I took those numbers and I made a campaign. I ended up making 3 campaigns with those numbers because I couldn't figure it out. And it said that it was suspended because of my bank information and stuff like that. And I was like, what? You know, because I've not had any problem with anything on my account since I started the commercials. I was able to receive a payment, and so I didn't know if that was actually separate from the AdSense and the YouTube commercials. So, but anyway, after I got in there, I just canceled 2 of the campaigns. The 3rd campaign, it would not allow me to. It's still suspended, but it wants me to pay money, and I've never even ran anything off of that. And it's set up to where after you hit so much, you're supposed to pay like, I guess they just subtract it as you go, and then at the end of the month they give you the difference off of whatever. I guess that's, if I read it correctly, is how it worked. But this shows when I go, because it wouldn't let me cancel one of those, this shows history on that number. I emailed Google, and they emailed me back, and then I emailed them back again late last night, and I'm telling them about this stuff, and I said I need somebody to contact a manager and take care of this for me. I said because it in one of my accounts it shows $257.38 in the estimated revenue, and that's been showing there now maybe about almost going on 3 months. That amount has just been growing. I talked about that about a few weeks ago, that it was up to like 180 something, then it would drop down to 160, and then it would drop up to 170, and then drop down $5 or $6, and then go up. And so it's been fluctuating. But since I did the campaign thing, it stopped fluctuating and has begun to grow. So whatever I did, it interrupted whoever has connections with my account on that. And I emailed Google and took a snapshot of it and showed them what was going on. I told them, I said, I'm homeless. I'm hungry. Not because I can't work, because I'm a person that'll work 6 days a week, folks. I'm not lazy, and God Almighty don't want lazies in the kingdom of God, and I'm not lazy. That's why I get on my channel and I just pound it day after day, because I don't have nothing else to do but to sow the seed of God. And that's got to come back to my hands, because I'm keeping the commandments of the Most High God, and no one's going to stop me from working. They did that to my vehicle so I could work, so that I could run out of money, so that they could murder me. I talked about how a couple different times I've talked about how when I would go down to the office to pay for a few more nights, I would keep running into the same guy every time. He'd be there. And he told me one day that he was in the military. I think he said he was in the Marines, and he has a dog. The first time I seen him, he had a dog with him when he told me that, and I noticed that every time I'd go down there he'd be. We without fail. And last time I talked about this, is that somebody has a tracker on my phone. I get there's just no way that every single time that he'd be there. Okay, after I reported about that, that kind of stopped. And I don't know. So I need someone to physically contact me and physically come to me, take me by the hand, be a partner with me, and let somebody come who's got some type of knowledge of how to get some legal processes done, and private detective and stuff like that, and investigate some stuff, question my family members, figure out all the stuff that's going on, get the work of my hands back in. I mean, like yesterday I had 2 pancakes because all I have is flour again, and I've been eating on flour because it goes a long way, and I'm grateful for, Most has never allowed me to not be grateful for what I have. I've known how to be content in much and little in my life. I've lived in a big house when before the process started. I had a beautiful family, so I thought, and always get together, barbecues, things like that. And then all of a sudden, all hell me, and just everybody just stopped talking to me. My dad's funeral was crazy and just nonsense I didn't understand what was going on at my dad's funeral until after the fact. I looked back at events after things took place with me. Crazy stuff. Just real crazy stuff, and somebody was trying to murder me then, and God has kept me. And once this is done, folks, I have a list of people that are going to get a great big thank you from me when this process is over with. Every person who's ever given to me, you will be given back to. That's a fact, and I've said that and before, and you will not be forgotten. And I need somebody, though. I need help. I'm a person that's breathing in the earth, that has a life that is of worth, just like you, if you have a soul and you care about anyone. I am a human being that is a daughter of the Most High God. I am solely committed to the scripture and being upright in the earth realm and keeping the commandments, and somebody thinks that they can just control me, and nobody gets to control me. Whoever's on these devices, government officials that violate their creator, shame on every person. Shame on every person. Somebody just said, what did that say? I didn't realize that I had oops, hold on just a second. I didn't see that. Shame on every person. Somebody just said, what did that say? Hold on a minute, I guess. Now that's going to repeat. I don't know what's going on. Anyway, crumb. I don't know what I did to my channel. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 devices going at the same time on different ones of my channel. I don't know what's going on with this here. I don't know what I did to my channel. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 devices going. Let me turn this down so that it doesn't. Okay, anyway, I don't know what I did with one of my devices, but it's repeating now what I'm saying, so I needed to turn it down so it doesn't interrupt me speaking here in myself. Anyway, folks, if anybody can contact me, I would appreciate it. You can contact me. You can just message me through PayPal. You can message me through Cash App. In the little section, give me your number. I'll call you by a private number. If you are anyone who has any kind of arm of authority that can contact me in any way, shape, or form, I have to pay I have today paid and tomorrow paid, and I have enough to pay for one more day. After that, I have 3 days left here. I would prefer somebody to come to me and take me and shelter me and hug me. And I have not had any contact with anyone at all for years now. And to have conversation and to heal for what's taken place with me. I'm just surviving in a room, and God did not create us just to survive in a room. Somebody don't want my story out because they gotta go to jail and they gotta die for what they've done to me with an execution, and they deserve that. They deserve that. Every freak involved in it deserves it. My blood be on any person's hand that has the ability to help in any way, shape, or form. If anything happens to me, because God Almighty says so, I don't. If we say we love God and we don't walk and show His word, then you're a liar, is what the Word of God says. We see a need, and I have a need more than just this room and surviving every day and just eating pancakes. I have a right to live. God is the giver of life, not death. Just because somebody wants to get away with murder and taking my projects and my music and doing whatever they've done to my YouTube channel, you don't get the things that belong to me. You don't. You don't. I've not done anything to anyone. And if I ever did do anything and somebody just took vengeance, I don't even know what it's about. You are in violation for not coming to me so that I could make something right. I did never have any enemies that I ever knew of. Somebody just started a war with me or just touched my life because they thought, well, I want something over here. I think I'll steal something from you or whatever. Or because I reported about a murder that I heard and the nonsense that goes on in this city. Somebody thinks they got to shut that information down. No, that wickedness should not be in our cities going on. Anyone at the sound of my voice, please help. If you can help financially, then please do that. Please don't turn your ear. If anyone can contact me and come to me, and cursed be the person who would try to contact me in any kind of disguise. You agree right here, a disclaimer, that if you try to reach out to me in any kind of disguise and any kind of wickedness, that you die immediately, that all hell breaks loose in your life, and may a curse go to you for being a deceiver. All right? Because you don't get to touch a child of the living God like that. I need help and I need justice. I'm going to just pull a couple of cards here. Thank you for listening to me. I had somebody not too long ago that I was talking to, and I thought the person was a friend, and I know that they were a disguise because of those gifts that were sent to me. I spoke about this not too long ago. But I was talking to this lady on the phone, and she seemed to be very kind and stuff like that. And I was just like, I finally found somebody who understands and all this kind of stuff. But the thing about that is there were some things about our conversation that about a month or so into us being, I thought, a friend, I received these gifts that I talked about that came to me. Somebody knew how to get a hold of me, and I did about a month and a half ago did give my address and stuff like that, and then I locked the computer, that video. But I know that it was this person had a connection to that because something that was said in one of our conversations ended up being a gift that was in this great big box that was sent to me. And I had contacted that person maybe a couple weeks ago, and I just flat out, was just laying it out and stating that there's no way that my YouTube channel can show all these people and only one or two people. That person could contact me, that person could talk to me, and nobody else is trying to reach out. No, I don't think so. I don't think so. And for something that they said to me, being a gift, and I questioned that person, and they're just like, just accept the gift and da-da-da-da-da-da, and just running around the conversation and the way that gift was sent. It was showing it was coming from one city or one state. And but then when they sent me a device, and when I turned the device on one of my accounts, it was picking up in Texas, where this person's from in Texas. It also was picking up over in the Netherlands as well. I don't know what's going on entirely, but I know people are involved in this, and every one of them need to be caught for what they've done. All that information, the invoice that was sent to me, all that kind of stuff, I record everything. I've got recorded evidence on so freaking much that has taken place with me. And every bit of that, and the address on that invoice, and where those gifts came from, all of that stuff can be traced. And I know that there are people behind the scenes that have been keeping track with me. There's no way that I can upload a video on my channel. And for a long time, I would upload a channel, before anybody would even watch the video, there'd be like 4, 5, 6, 7 likes on it. How is that possible? Because when I upload a video, even live videos, it shows it's processing somewhere. For a long time, it's processing somewhere. But on one of the devices, I can cancel that process. I can cancel that upload and then get out and come back in, and my video is still there. So I don't really know. Some people are doing some stuff on our devices, folks. I'm hungry, and I don't want to eat a pancake today. And I need shelter. Okay? And I know that I have money, and it's been stolen from me, and government is involved in it, and it's not theirs. And I don't know how you can go have your steak and your little glass of wine knowing that came from my hands. That came from my hands, what you guys are doing to me. I have a right to the things that are rightfully mine. We have the Nine of Cups coming out. We're just going to pull some cards here. We also have the Hierophant coming out, which is organization, probably Rome, I'm sure of it. The Hangman being stuck is also here. And then the Six of Swords, leaving troubled waters behind, but the Hangman is stormy waters out here. We have somebody from a distance is here. And oftentimes in this deck, this other deck, this Kipper deck that I use, we'll get that distant horizons that'll come out often. That word right here is that come out with the Hierophant and the Hangman. Goes to shine, star, distant, and look is the word there. It's also the other direction, representing a weary of man and productive effort, or to be without results. Somebody is going to be without results of what you did to me. I take authority in the name of Jehovah Elohim. His word does not return void, and what you people are doing to me by oppressing me, thieving from me, and I'm putting a judgment on that. The Most High tells us to put a judgment on it. His judgment will rule and reign forever, and whatever you think you're doing here with me, you are failing here with me, because you touched the wrong person when you touched me. You touched the wrong person when you touched me. The Ten of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Large sums of money, assets, all kinds of money with that card coming out the bottom of the deck. Some type of a relationship situation is here as well. Well, The person that I was with for 10 years was actually a joke. I believe that person was probably sent to me or was approached during the 10 years that we were together in some matter. Okay, anyway, whatever. I really don't care. I don't really care about that person. I know that person did do something. Roger, he needs to go to jail for some stuff. This is prison right here. The hangman is there. I ain't dealing with drunkards and somebody who is connected with this nonsense and went crazy on some stuff. I don't know. Or Scott, who works for a prison in Cushing, Oklahoma, needs to be questioned out here. You need a jail for murder and the bloodshed of children. Murder, folks. It's called murder. We got at a bar out here in the 90 Cup show, somebody in a bar scene here. It came out real strong yesterday. The sun. This is a government card. This is a force and a victory. Thank you, Jehovah. It is time to speak, folks. It is time to speak. It is time to speak. The luck. Thank you. Those of you who will help me today, I appreciate it very much. If it was you and you were hungry and somebody was doing that to you, somebody gave me $40 yesterday, and that helps me pay. Like I said, I have today and tomorrow, and I have enough for the next day after that, but I don't have no food. Okay? I need more than just this. I need somebody to physically come to me and help a person in need in the earth. We also have the ring that's out here. Again, some type of marital situation is out here as well. And then the owls. I'm ready to couple up with somebody to take a short trip. Ready for it. You'll hold a pick through my hands. Give us some hope today. And, my mission is to help people that's also experiencing the same thing I am. Because once I get this thing wrapped up, I'm going and rescuing other people that I know is sitting in their house by this nonsense. Something about a mountain hiking is here. A dancer is coming out. The hidden app on the internet exposed. It is exposed, isn't it? I got all my devices going. I got 4. I got one of my Instagram platforms. I got 2 Instagram platforms. One of them's playing. I got both of my YouTube channels playing. I got my Spoon Network playing. On New Name Tarot is my Spoon Network. Anyway, let it be exposed, Jehovah, and every bit of the work of my hands should come into my account. Right here, right now, some way, somehow, I know government can get it to me. I hold government accountable for what's taking place because nobody comes forward. There's new beginnings and action being taken. Thank you, Jehovah, to the park. And your mind is so powerful, folks. I begin to put on pain. I got rid of all my medicine, and Most High healed me. And this is what some of this stuff is connected to Social Security and stuff like that, because I called them and said, I want completely taken off. Actually, I came across some paperwork where I handwritten, it's the copies of what Social Security actually has. Handwritten copies of, I want this completely taken off. I want to go back to work and all this kind of stuff. It was nothing but a knockdown freaking drag out. When I lived in my other apartment that, I got stuff on purpose. Okay. Anyway, I know you people know where I lived. They the government broke their own law. COVID was in effect. Nobody was supposed to be evicted, but they evicted me and they threw me out, took everything that I had and threw me out on the street because they thought they were going to murder me. But God came in and somebody came along and took me to a hotel and helped me out. The stranger did. And actually that stranger had a name of a prophet, and I know that the Most High God sent him to help me. But anyway, I don't even remember where I was going with this. Some of this stuff that's happening is because somebody came in. I had shut down those Social Security payments because Messiah told me to get up and go heal myself, and so I did. And I told them that I was, wanting off of that stuff. But somebody came in and took a document out of my apartment, and I believe they did fraud on my those medical payment I have that is connected to all kinds of stuff. A lot of times when I do use this real older phone, this phone goes crazy. This phone goes crazy on some stuff because it's directed somewhere. All my devices are directed somewhere. Okay, going somewhere. Anyway, the spa. Anything that ever happened at the spa, whenever I would have my, my back and stuff, I'd go have my back in my healing process and stuff like that. I don't know why the spa comes out often, but something connected with it because somebody was trying to mess with me then, just try to have a little bit of a life. But anyway, whatever happened at the spa. I know that I had a person sit next to me one day, and I went to go get a pedicure done to relax, and there was a person that sat beside me that was kind of fishy to me. I don't know if she was a black lady that sat there, and I overheard her saying she worked for the government. If I would have known all this stuff was going on, I would have directly talked to that person. But anyway, I don't know. God only knows. Maybe she was set there to, I don't know, to do something with me. I don't really know. The whole thing's just so crazy. Something about honoring our parents. So here, and let me just say, it says honor your mother and father, and you will have long life in the earth. By the way, those of you on the spoon, I got some cards in my hands that I'm also off the wall things to. I'm reading cards and talking to me because he knows that I honored my parents, and he has kept these freakazoids away from me. Okay, even though I've suffered, but he's true to his word. Out of country is the next card. Well, we have it at a distance with that word that came out with the Hierophant and the Hangman. Okay? And the word is look and behold, and looking towards something or someone of importance is here. Okay, again, the other direction, that is like looking at a distance here. It's here. Let every word be established in 2 or 3 witnesses. We have the Gimel coming out, which is the Empress card. Is the last card that's coming out. I'm gonna pull a rune and then get off of here, take a shower. I'm gonna sit here and come back on the channel and begin to work my channels and wait for the Most High to send relief some way, shape, or form. The letter B. It's probably Britain. It's probably Bridget as well. Okay? And there's a baby involved in something that's taking place as well with the letter B that comes out. The B is also secrets. It's the High Priestess card. It's also the House of Jacob and being inside the house. And I know who I am. The Most High told me who I was in the earth realm. And he proved it right out. He told me, literally, he told me who I was. And I'm humbled by being of the House of Jacob. The Most High carried me in his womb. And I'm his baby. And the House of Jacob, the Most High said, I never sleep or slumber, because his people, you and I that follow the Most High God, he says anyone who touches us, like poking him in the eye. And it's payback time. The Most High got to poke them in the eye for what they've done. This is a joy rune when it comes out. So I hope so. I hope to get back on and to say what's happened today with me, with the situation. For any person can get up. It's also somebody named Brian that thinks that there's some type of lawyer type of energy. The person is nothing to me. But the person was found in one of my accounts, my older accounts, that I never even knew that person before I met him. I guess it's going on 2 years now. Anyway, the letter B is also a person named Brian. Okay, he's a black gentleman, and he said he was going to help me with my grandkids and all this stuff. And he recently he goes by the name Al Kidder. He recently got on my channel and was like, "You owe me $200,000 for doing what?" I'm just like, what in the world? I don't owe this person. This person can go to jail when I get done with the person. Okay? Don't care who he is, what he thinks he is. He's nutbag. And I've talked about him on the channel before. And the person needs to be cuffed and go to jail. Or go back to jail. Anyway, I hope to get back on the channel and say the goodness of God and a victory that he's given me financially by people that will get up and help me, and for people obviously that will contact me and talk to me physically or come to me physically and talk to my family member and get a process started. My family members, all of them, any of them that remain, they all need to be questioned, folks. They need to be questioned. Every person that I've named, in-laws, family members, they need to be questioned. Thanks for listening today, guys. Shalom to you. Peace be still.